Hello and welcome to NSK's PV Power Hour for September 2nd, 2017. My name is Yoshi. This is a podcast about Japanese idols brought to you by NewSchoolKaidon.com, and I am joined, as always, by Charlie Draco Cowden. What's up, my dude?
Oh, not a whole lot.
Yeah,
But
samesies.
I'm gonna enjoy my Labor Day weekend, not doing anything.
There you go. You got away from your family, or your family got away from you, and
Yeah.
you're
Oh
like, you know what? I
well.
need a break from you guys.
Well, okay, it won't be doing anything or
That
nothing because
that's that's how my Saturday and Sunday will be, and I will have to work on Labor Day because retail, because
yeah.
holidays. So yeah,
Uh,
Chase is under the weather. He is sick. He lost his voice, so he should be back next week. So before we get to next week, we're gonna talk about the stuff that's come out in the past week or so. Let's get started. First up, Yo Annie Ichinen Si Gumi. It's Yoyogi Animation First Year Class C. Song is titled Iza, as in let's go or get ready. Are you ready?
why?
I I are you asking why? Like, why is Yoyogi Animation investing heavily into idol groups now? Or
Yes.
okay, so Yoani First Year Class C is has been around for about 6 months now. I believe they debuted in like February or something.
Yeah, they had what,
So
OG-san or something.
yeah, Oji-san, yeah, and this is like their second release or something like that. And there's it's still early on, but they've been around longer than that Equal Love group that we talked about last week or
Yeah.
2 weeks ago. So clearly Equal Love is going to get more attention because it's
So
produced by
I see.
Sashi, right?
Yeah.
Uh, I think Yoani Ichinen Shigumi is going to get the short end of the stick as the lesser known group from the academy that trains animators and voice actors,
Yeah.
which is unfortunate.
Yeah, I could see that.
So it's kind of disappointing that that's going to happen. It's not an if. I think it is a matter of. It's not even a matter of time. It's already happened. This PV's been out for 4 days or so, 5 days, and it's got about 1,800 views, while Equal Love had hundreds of thousands, I believe.
Probably, yeah.
I don't want to give them no credit, but I believe they had a couple 100,000 last time I checked. Yeah, 400,000 basically. They have 399,000. No, they have
Yeah.
418,000. Yeah, so there you go. There's already a huge disparity, and unfortunately, the group that's been around longer is going to get the short end of the stick.
Yeah, I mean, their behind the scenes training videos and stuff have like half the views of Yoani's first single.
Right. So it's a little sad, but it's expected. As soon as I saw that they
Oh
were
yeah.
also Yoyogi Animation, I was like, oh, that's it's gonna suck for this group, being the
Who
little
is
sister, basically.
Equal Love under?
I'm not sure.
Or which like their promotion for school, right?
Yeah, it's the same school.
Okay,
It's the
okay.
same exact
Mm,
animation artist voice actor school. It's the
Okay.
same exact school. That's why I thought it was really weird.
Okay. Yeah. Mm. Oh, yeah. I I think if I was in charge of the money there, I would be like, no.
Yeah. It's weird, because they make it very obvious in this PV that this is like an animation school because there's a lot of
Yeah.
2D artwork in it. There's a fuck ton of really good artwork, which is really impressive, and they somehow like weave it into like real life shots or
Hmm.
like real life members like get weaved into the 2D like drawings and stuff in a pretty good way. Like it's done really well.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny because Equal Love didn't have any mention really of the animation school.
No.
So this is very obviously like, hey, this is produced by an animation school.
Yeah, well, okay, so this is like the animation side of the school, and Equal Love is the voice actor side?
I think so. That's what I'm thinking. But
Mm,
don't quote me on that because in
well,
Equal Love's description, it says specifically like new age voice actress unit from Yoyogi and Sashi or whatever, right?
yeah, and this
For
one,
Yoani, I'm not sure.
well, I thought the description on this one specifically said that too.
Um, I mean, not specifically like this is, members that are part of the animation school and it's for the
Mm,
animators. It doesn't really say specifically.
yeah.
So, yeah, so it's just Seishun stuff. Your typical members dressed as schoolgirls, and there's like training footage and
Anime characters.
yeah, anime characters that are totally not real anime characters. I believe. I think they're all just original artwork by students at the school, presumably.
No, you're talking the members or?
No, the drawings.
Oh.
They're I don't think they're
Um,
actual like anime manga characters. I don't recognize any of them.
no, a lot of them feel familiar, but
It it could just be
maybe.
the art style.
Well, no, it could be that dragon anime.
I I don't
Um the
dragon anime.
yeah, all I can think of is Lolly Dragon anime, and I can't think of
Oh, Maid Dragon.
yeah.
Yeah, that no, it's not this.
Well, some of
I
the characters maybe.
no, I watched that show from start to finish. No, I don't recognize any of the characters in this. I
Okay.
think they're all original works. I don't think they're actual anime manga characters. I think it's original works by students in the school.
I I wasn't too hot on most of the like animation, but that dragon man, uh,
The Black Dragon.
yeah, that's like really good.
Yeah, intense designs. Like the
That's
artwork is like
really
top
good.
notch. Like it's
Yeah.
done really well. You can argue members like being, superimposed onto that stuff is kind of awkward, but I think it makes sense with their identity as a group. They're from an
Oh
animation
yeah.
school, so makes sense to me. While Equal Love, I had no idea. They just look like another fucking AKS group,
Yeah.
but with way better singing.
This group reminds me of like Sakura Gakuin in the style of the song.
Yeah, yeah. Sakura Gakuin's had songs like this.
I could easily see the song being flipped between the two groups.
Yeah, I could. I feel like it. It's like a faster, up tempo, wonderful journey. You remember that one?
Probably, but I don't
It's
recall
the
it.
one with like all the flags and stuff representing countries of the world.
Yeah, I think so.
It's like that
Uh,
song, but a little up tempo, a little more seishun. Typical
yeah.
idol pop influences. Yeah, I can definitely see Sakura Gakuin doing this. So yeah, Rayo mentions maybe Deviant Art put together their own pop group. Now that he mentioned that, it reminds me of Pixiv. Pixiv is
Mm-hmm.
a same thing. Pixiv is the Deviant Art of Japan, and they have an idol group or an idol group umbrella, which includes like Nijikon and Beboga and whatever
It has
Sagittarius.
nothing has nothing to do with their art at all.
Right. They claim to have like voice actress section and anime section, cosplayer section, but like it's not very apparent in the PVs. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, this is clearly a PV for an animation school. It's very obvious, and I think it's pretty well done.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's really well done. I enjoyed the song for
Yeah, I think it's
um.
serviceable.
Well, I like most of Sakura Gaku and stuff, so being in the same vein as their stuff and similar style, it's a good song.
Yeah,
Um,
it's fine. I think for me, it's
I,
not.
I'm not sure they have the personality
No, it's
inflections in their voice
not
that
like that.
Sakuragaki generally has.
Yeah, I mean, if I were to compare this to like another group, it's like an AKBB
Wow.
side would sound like this too.
Yeah. Well, I can't say Sakuragaki now because I haven't heard anything from them since like he left.
Yeah, I have no idea what the hell.
They're apparently still around, but haven't heard anything from them. So
Yeah, um, I don't need. I haven't either. So I think the song is kind of catchy, but not super catchy, and
yeah,
it's a nice feeling song, but it's not hype. It's not in your face. Um, it's pleasant, and I think the instrumentals are kind of flat. So yeah, not my thing.
yeah. No, I'd agree with that.
So anything else on this?
Um, can I have that dragon?
I mean,
I can I have like a statue of that dragon?
that would be pretty dope. I'll take a framed artwork or something
Yeah,
too.
that dragon's like really cool.
Yeah, maybe
Um,
you can send him a check.
I'm sure I could. I'm sure I could. You know, money'll make anything go around.
Yep. Or you want to
Uh,
rate it?
I don't know that I really think the PV is that rewatchable.
No, I don't think so.
So I would probably give the PV like I'd give it like a 68, 69. It's a good attempt. It's well shot, and there's more to it than some of the ones we had in the last week. The song I'd give it like a 67, 66, somewhere right in there.
Thought you liked this more. Jesus.
Um, I don't think it's a 70. I don't think it's that high. I do enjoy it, but I don't think it's quite that high for me.
I'll give the PV a 73. I think I like the idea. I like the concept. I like how the members show up in like the 2D worlds and stuff. It's neat. It's a good idea. But I don't like the colors. It's weirdly brown sepia gray looking. So I don't like the lighting in the PV. I think it takes away from the like vibrant imagery from the artwork because the artwork is all great. It's fantastic, amazing drawings, but it's yeah, the lighting sucks. Song 71. I think it gets the job done for a PV like this. It's very typical idol pop. Has an okay melody, not strong enough for me. That's Yoani Ichinen Shigumi Iza. Next up, our favorite white-faced spider lady group, NECRONOMIDOL. Song's called Dawn Slayer. Boy, where do we start with this? I feel like I have to say this every time we talk about NECRONOMIDOL. Where do we start with this? I think we have to start visually, right?
I guess
Yeah.
if
So
you want to start there.
I I don't think there is an actual story per se.
Mm, I don't know because there kind of is some sort of arching storyline to it.
Right, but none of it actually makes sense.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, I don't really get the there's a girl wielding a sword and she's swinging it around a girl lying down
Like
and
whipping her or something with it.
right, she's not stabbing her with it or poking her or slicing her. She's just like slapping her on the side, which I don't really.
I think that might be more direction than I don't know. I think it's supposed to be, that she is like beating her with it.
Right. Then why
Maybe,
not use like a stick or like a whip or something, you know?
yeah, I don't know.
Why a sword? So I was thinking maybe it's like the person wielding the sword is drawing a pentagram or something, but they don't make that very obvious. So
Uh,
the girl who's like getting, slapped with swords, she has like a hot liquid poured on her. It looks like chocolate.
yeah.
So she's some sort of like prisoner or something. She's clearly like the chosen one. She runs outside with a sword and challenges another member. I
I don't think she challenges her. Uh,
or she's
uh,
confronted by her. I don't know.
no, I think what okay, it's starting to come together in my head. So she gets whipped. She steals the sword, and then they perform the rich. She steals the sword, takes it over to the dark side, and they perform some ritual with it where it becomes that black thing at the end.
Right.
And she runs. She gets all dressed up in black and runs back. And when the whoever she is finds out that it was stolen, she beats the other girl that's in the castle
I
with the pillow.
I, I don't I don't understand. I don't get it.
It's a very like uh, it's kind of a medieval like torture revenge plot.
It's the another thing is like I feel like some of it doesn't like the timeline is kind of off or something. Like none of it happens chronologically.
Hmm.
Like why was she already outside while she was getting tortured by chocolate, you know?
She
I,
wasn't.
I thought she was. I thought there
No.
was a shot of her already outside with a sword and
No.
then chocolate was being poured on her.
That's just before the chocolate.
Okay.
It was a very condensed storyline.
Right.
And then like Siri and the one with the crystal globe is like spying on her and uh at the very beginning.
Yeah, so they forge like this weapon that she challenges another person with, and
The one that was beating her.
yeah, what fucking I what? And there's no conclusion. It just
Yeah.
ends as she confronts the girl in white.
Yeah.
So it's I'm an idiot, so it's way too confusing. Goes right over my head. So
It's very Dark Souls.
yeah, sure.
Especially that sword. That sword it's like they like that reminds me of like Nito's sword from Dark Souls.
This is DLC.
But yeah, it's a very very condensed like storyline. It's like the princess and the queen beating her handmaiden, and then there is definitely some shots that don't quite make sense because there's one shot of Siri holding the sword above the coffin.
Well,
At the
that's the thing that she forged the shadow disgusting thing on, right?
yeah,
Isn't
well,
it? Isn't it's that sword? No.
I guess, but I thought it was the sword that she stole from the lady in white.
I don't know.
So,
It's hard to follow for me.
but that's kind of the gist of what I get from it anyway.
Right. So there is a story of some kind here.
If you could follow it, yeah.
Right. If you care enough to break everything down, you will enjoy
Yeah.
it. For me, I think it's shot really nicely. I like the lighting. The mood is great. I think the locations are dope. They look real
I
Western
wonder
European.
I wonder if they shot this when they were um in Europe
That would make sense to me.
because they were in Italy and was it the UK? I don't remember now, but they were in Italy. I know that.
Yeah, could be. So the visuals are dope. It's really well done. It's too convoluted for me, and I can't really not into like super dark, brooding, demonic culture.
Yeah.
So not my kind of visuals that I gravitate towards, but I appreciate it for what it is, which is my theme of Necronomidol since the dawn of time is I appreciate their effort and their artistic visions, but
They're
it's not my
different.
thing. Yeah, like it's cool that they have these ideas, but it's not
Yeah.
my kind of thing.
Yeah, even in the description, it's like Queen of Darkness, Shogun of Darkness, Princess of Light,
Right.
Princess's Attendant, Princess of Darkness, Queen of Light. So yeah, there's definitely some overarching storyline there.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it was France that they went to.
Yeah, so it's really
One of
well
them.
done for sure.
Yeah, yeah. The PV is definitely well done. Um, I can't say I'm overly into it, but
No, I'm not.
the whole gothic feels of it's kind of interesting.
Yeah. It's not done in this like budgety shitty way
Oh
like in
no,
a
no.
studio. It's like nice locations, good budget, or seemingly good budget. If they didn't have budget to work with, they hit it very well.
Yeah,
So
no. I
it's
would say
really
that
well
was.
done.
I'd say there was a pretty good budget behind this.
Yeah, it looks like it. So it's dope. It's really well done.
Um,
The song. What do you call this? Black metal?
Speed
Death metal?
metal.
Okay. I don't fucking know. I don't know
It's
metal.
one of those. It sounds like speed metal. It sounds like something Dragon Force would do.
Right, right, right. That I can kind of recognize. I've heard of some Dragon Force, but then when it gets too deep, I can't tell a difference between Dragon Force and another band. So
But yeah, it sounds very very speed metal.
right.
Very fast. Very. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's not as melodic as speed metal, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not that
Well,
into the
I
various
thought
genres.
I thought the chorus was pretty catchy. The the line of "Our fury will blot out the sun" is pretty fucking great. Um, it seems like a you know reference to the movie 300 where they're like, "Oh, our arrows will blot out the sun" or
Yeah,
something. So yeah, I think it's catchy.
it's definitely fits the theme of the video.
Yeah,
I think the whole revenge plot thing,
yeah.
uh, and turning to the dark side.
I think just like the visuals, I appreciate the effort and production value and quality of it, execution. But yeah, I not into metal really.
I think this would have been better if the vocals were stronger.
Yeah, I mean
Um,
that's never been a strong suit of Necronome Idol. So
they sound good, but the vocals they're so soft,
right,
especially compared to the drum and the guitar. You, I had a really hard time hearing them.
yeah.
You can tell they're there, but actually trying to make out anything that they say in any real.
I could
Uh,
make the argument that their music is meant to be more atmospheric than like
yeah,
taking
but
in the vocal work and stuff. So
yeah, but I think in this case they needed that stronger, fiercer, vocal to
oh,
it.
for sure. Like this genre of music, how many like really good metal bands like this have a shitty vocalist, right? Like one that just like
Well,
completely sucks. I'm not saying
um,
Necronom sucks, but like the one where it's just not vocally impressive. Maybe I don't listen to enough metal and that's
I
why, but
yeah, I don't know,
I feel like
but
every good metal band I've heard always has like a solid vocalist that can
oh yeah,
scream or provide something of value. They might not be the most talented, but like they'll have like the energy or like the deep growl or something.
Yeah, it's too melodic and mellow vocally for me.
Right.
It needs that
A little more
anger.
edge. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it needs that growl and
Some
that
screaming in
gravel.
there. Yeah.
I wouldn't even say screaming, just some gravel to the vocals
Mm-hmm.
and some real power behind them, and not just like almost whisper quality that I get a feeling from it.
Right. Yeah. That would give it a little more attitude. That'd be
Yeah,
cool.
I think that's the big thing, attitude. It's
Yeah.
just it feels like it's lacking attitude.
Mm-hmm.
It just feels way too laid back and like,
The
yeah.
attitude basically only comes from the instrumentals, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the vocals feel way too laid back. Like, yeah, we'll just go with this, you
Yeah.
know, whatever. And that doesn't fit the song, or the lyrics.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Anything else?
no.
Rate it.
I mean, I think I've made it well known that I'm not a huge fan of Necronomidol.
Yeah. Same here.
I'll give the song. Yeah, I gotta go pretty. I gotta go like 65 on this.
You're low tonight, man.
I'm
Jesus.
I'm not big on this style of music, so it's like I don't really know how to rate it. The instrumentals were okay, but vocally it wasn't for me. The PV, after somewhat understanding it, I'll give it a 72. It's a well shot PV, and it's not as creepy as some of their other stuff.
Yeah, I think they're not doing the whole creepy thing. Like, hey, there's a dead dog carcass, kind of videos. Not that they ever did that, but like that's
Mm,
sort of how I felt about their videos early on, like when they first debuted. It's like ominous shots of random objects in a haunted looking house, right? This
yeah,
is like
or
straight up
but
telling a fantasy story.
yeah,
So, yeah. Um I'll give the PV a 78. I think it's shot really nicely. Production value is great. I think the story's a little convoluted for me. I might just be that my brain is tuning out because I'm not really into the visuals. But I think execution of like filming and location, set design, outfits, top notch, really well done. Camera is fantastic looking, really crisp. But yeah, I just don't really gel with this kind of visuals. Same thing with the music. I as much as I like baby metal, I can't listen to baby metal all day. Like I can listen to other idol groups all day because I metal is very aggressive in nature, so I can get kind of worn out. So it doesn't really, it's not my kind of music that I listen to all the time. So it's like a 70, 77. Yeah, I'll go with a 77. I think the chorus is catchy. The lyrics are pretty cool, I think. So, yeah, just not my kind of thing. That's Necronom Idol, Dawn Slayer. Next up, Oyasumi Hologram. The song's called Machine Song, and it's apparently a band demo, which is very clear from listening to the song.
yeah.
It sounds like a crappy demo.
Is this like the first time they've had a live band?
Could be. I everything I've seen and heard from Oyasumi Hologram has been more atmospheric and synthy. So I can't say for sure. Maybe some experts can clarify that for us, but from like the 304 PVs I've seen by them, they all seem to be very synth oriented, not instrumental, like acoustic instrumental oriented.
I wonder if that's why this is labeled as a band demo. They're demoing to see how people take a band.
Or they like might end up producing the entire thing on a keyboard at the end of the day.
That would be That would be kind of sad.
Yeah. So, the song sounds like, J rock with like a garage rock kind of twist to it. Some parts of it sounds like Sambo Master, um, Asian Kung Fu Generation ish. So it's got punk influences at the same time. It's
Yeah, one of the comments said that he likes the 3 piece punk feel they got going on.
mm-hmm. Yeah. My brother was in a band like this, and it feels very familiar. It's I don't know. I think it's catchy, but the way they did it as a demo, the vocals are super raw, and drums, guitars, bass sound pretty flat, and that's probably exactly what they were going for, is to make it sound like a demo that they recorded into a tape track, tape recorder.
Yeah, and it's
But
the cymbals sound really sharp.
oh yeah, it's really tinny.
Yeah,
I appreciate that, but I kind of prefer it to just be like straightforward recording studio, make it sound professionally done kind of thing.
yeah,
But I can see why they did this, I guess.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I can see why they did it. I'm not sure I like it though.
Yeah. I
Uh,
think I like it for what it is, but like if I were to buy this, I would prefer like the studio finished version because I do think the melodies are catchy and I like the members' raw vocals. Like they're not the most talented singers, but it really makes sense with this raw punk attitude that
yeah,
I definitely appreciate. So I like the atmosphere. I like the feel of it, but not for a little bit more of a finished product kind of feel, more polish.
yeah. A little more production.
Yeah, a little more.
Um, I guess I'm really not into the punk sound because this really doesn't do it for me.
Yeah,
I don't know. I feel a little too much repetition in it for me. When I start noticing the repetition in the song, it's like, I really don't want to listen to this because I noticed that. It's like
I
there's
don't.
not enough there to distract me from it.
I don't think it's as repetitive as like a shitty idol pop song, which starts with the chorus and it always ends up in a chorus somehow or some sort of tagline for the song. Sort of like I think that Takoyaki Rainbow song we talked about recently,
Oh
Money.
yeah,
That was a
that was.
repetitive song.
Oh yeah.
I don't think this song is repetitive like that. It's a very formulaic song. It goes through phases, pre-chorus, chorus,
Well,
intro,
I'm not even
verse.
necessarily, but just the instrumentals. It's like I noticed them starting to repeat,
Well, I mean, you can't
and a
un
lot.
you can't have original notes for an entire song.
No,
I don't think
no, but
this
there's
song
not.
is more repetitive than any other song out there.
Maybe not, but there's not enough there to distract me from noticing
Right,
it.
and I think that's a three-piece band thing. You're gonna have
So
one guitar, one bass, one drum, and that's it. You're not gonna have a lead guitar. You're not gonna have rhythm guitars. It's one instrument basically providing the rhythm, and I mean not the rhythm, the melody. So
yeah, and I don't like that.
yeah,
So, well, whether it's something that can be dealt with or not,
no,
it's
they as
something
soon as
I
they
don't
chose to
like.
use the three-piece band, that was gonna be an issue for you from the start. Maybe if they included
Yeah,
a second guitarist that could play rhythm guitar and not just lead guitar, might have solved the issue for you. But yeah,
or at least helped.
it's a limit on that.
Yeah.
So
So,
yeah, yeah, I like the song personally. I like the song.
but I
Uh,
was never into the pop punk waves. So
This is this isn't really pop punk. It's not as bright.
yeah,
It's got a little more edge to it. It's
no, I
probably
wouldn't necessarily call this pop, but
it's closer to like just straightforward punk.
the,
But I think it's more garage rock than punk for me.
yeah, and I never, I never got
Like
into that.
British garage rock that was really popular like
Yeah,
10, 15 years ago.
some of the stuff the Beatles released.
No, I'm thinking like Arctic Monkeys or Arctic
I
Monkeys, The Libertines. I'm thinking of bands like that.
think it was what is it? Um, oh, the Murphy, the Irish or Scottish band, Drop Dead Murphys.
Dropkick Murphys.
Yeah.
I never got into them, but yeah, I mean it's got like Black Flag-ish, Bad Brains-ish parts, but I don't think it's quite as heavy as those groups.
Yeah, well, and I never got into like Metallica's Garage Days or whatever it was called album.
Hmm.
I never really cared for it either.
Yeah, yeah, I like us quite a bit. PV, it's the two members of Oyasumi Hologram going through like a July summer festival type of situation. They start out in an omatsuri festival outside. They're getting food and shit, and then they're in a car driving somewhere, and they're in an arcade looking place, and then they end up playing ping pong. So it's basically like spliced together random off shots, I guess.
Yeah, random activities.
Yeah, so
Uh,
not my kind of thing.
no, I think for me the best part for me was the ping pong match.
Yeah, that
They had
was
going.
the best part for sure.
I didn't care for the drive shots where they're driving through the city.
Yeah, I mean you can't really see anything; you just see the lights, which
Yeah,
is cool in like an atmospheric way, but you don't see the members at all and stuff. I wanted to see more of the members really.
yeah,
Like if they spent the entire PV in the summer festival, I think that would have been a dope ass PV. Them just eating food and playing like shooting games
yeah,
would have been cool.
yeah, yeah. The definite highlight was the ping pong game
Yeah,
because it looked like they're pretty good. At least if they're the ones playing.
I think I think slow
Which,
motion makes
well,
things look
yeah,
way better. I think that's a Dave Chappelle joke. It's in
well,
there
yeah,
somewhere. Slow motion makes anything look cooler, basically. He
yeah,
he somehow made shitting look cool. That's from the old Dave Chappelle show.
yeah,
So yeah, it's okay, I guess, but not my style of PV.
nah. Watching the crane game, it's like, yeah, you know it's gonna fall.
Right.
Yeah, you already know what's gonna happen. Yeah, you don't even see the members react to it.
Well, the girl did win the slot machine. She got like 3 bells in a row, so she did win something.
But she didn't even react.
No.
She just like she sits there and waits for the thing to come up, and she just rolls them again.
Yep. This
Which,
place looks like a lot of fun. It's like some underground arcade place.
yeah,
There's like couches and sofas and chairs around. You can sit and watch people play ping pong. It's cool, man. I like that.
yeah, the place looks cool, but for a PV, it's kind of meh.
Yeah. Um yeah, so it's definitely doesn't really have replay value. It's one of those PVZC ones and you're kind of done with it.
Yeah.
So, all right.
So,
Anything else?
uh, no,
All
no.
right. Rate it.
Yeah, this is another one. I don't do punk, so as far as if it's well done or not, I really don't know. So I'm gonna go with a 65 on this for the song. and the PV gets like a 55 because I don't know. It's boring. It's well shot, but it's really boring.
Yeah, I'll give the PV like a 65. It's really no intrigue. It's shot pretty okay. Members look good. It makes me want to get invested in Oyasumi Hologram, so that's pretty good start. But yeah, the PV itself is yeah, not all that interesting. There's no replay value for me at this moment. Maybe once I get into them, I'll want to watch it a lot. Song, I want to hear like the finished product studio version of this. The demo version, it takes me back to my high school days of, oh, this band that I really like released a demo. I gotta go download it on Kazaa. That it reminds me of those days where it's like, shit, the demo kind of gets you hype, and you want to hear the finished product because it'll be all fine tuned. It'll sound better. The vocals will be mastered. I'm sort of curious as to what it would sound like if this isn't the actual, you know, finished product. I'm assuming it's not because it's a band demo, but I don't know. I'm not inside the minds of these groups, so I can't say for sure. But I really think this song is catchy. I like the energy. I like the raw vocals of the members. I'm gonna give it an 82. I like the song a lot. So that's Oyasumi Hologram, Machine Song. And our favorite girl with a solo song where she played a dude and a girl, and we didn't really enjoy the PV. That's Sasaki Ayaka, and this is her old solo song, Arin. And it is the
Well,
Ultra Remix 2017 done by DJ Cool, or by DJ Cool.
technically, it's like 4 of her single songs.
Right, right. They combine like
They
Hankoki,
combined
right?
Latte Adindamon and
Yeah.
Sasaki, Hankoki, and the new one.
I think Hankoki's my favorite one, so it's
Um,
cool to hear in this context, I guess.
I can't think of what the new one's actually called.
I don't think I've even heard of the new one.
I watched it on her solo concert that I watched.
Wait,
Yeah,
it's not like My Cherry Pie, right? It's like a
no,
completely new
yeah,
thing.
it's totally different.
Okay. So this PV, there's not much to talk about for the PV. It's just random live concert shots of her performing the songs that are
Yeah,
remixed into it.
yep.
And yeah, we don't really need to spend time on that.
The shots with her in front of the A with the I mean T-shirt is her solo concert.
Okay, that makes sense. Uh, so the song goes through phases. It just cuts directly into, it starts out with
That I think I'm on.
Date Arinamon, and then it goes into Arima Hankoki, which, like I said before, is my favorite Sasaki Ayaka song, I think.
Yeah.
One of my favorite solo songs by Momoklo. Not that there's enough that I can name off the top of my head, but might be like number 2 behind Namidame no Alice by Tamae. So
I'd have to go with Kaneko's.
Nagisano Cherry? Well, not Nagisano Cherry. Nagisano La La La?
No, the Sunshine.
Smiling Sun?
Yeah, Smiling.
I don't remember the title of the song, but it's the one that goes Smiling Sun.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da.
Yep.
Yeah, that the one's catchy. Yeah, I like that one too. So there's like slight changes in the instrumentals, maybe.
Yeah,
Like
maybe.
you hear like stuff repeat and stuff. So I'm assuming that's what DJ Koo did.
And I think he also did the Sunku voice over.
Yeah, of course. Like that's his signature thing. Yeah. Oh, Arin. Shoot, 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 shoot. The entire time. Oh yeah.
And I want to rip my ears off.
That's
It was like Shadine and Sunku got together and made a song.
God.
And Sunku hired somebody else to do the voiceovers.
He did a song with Takoyaki Rainbow called .jp Japan. I
Mm-hmm.
think it was like a year or 2 years ago. And I really liked that song, but his parts were contained and it wasn't like all over the song like it is here. So I
Yeah.
was able to stomach those. But like hearing him in this context all over the song, it's mind-numbingly just dumb
Yep.
and annoying.
Yep.
Because nothing he says is clever. It's stuck in the 90s where he's originally from. He was a DJ for that dance group TRF, Avex, of course.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And that was his origins. He's like a 90s DJ dude, right? Everything
And
he says is so fucking like old and like not cool in a ironic way either.
yeah, it's very typical of the '90s too, where like, the DJs like try to get the crowd hyped up in the middle
Exactly.
of the freaking song.
But it's not just the middle of the song, it's the entire song where
Yeah.
he's just yelling like, "Oh yeah, yeah, Auding, yeah, beautiful," or some dumb shit the entire time.
Everybody say.
Yeah, that's oh, God. Who thought
Yeah.
this was a good idea?
Apparently, whoever.
Kawakami?
I don't know about that.
Hey guys, would it be really cool if the fucking DJ from the 90s did a hype track with Auding songs? It's a bad idea.
I don't think so.
Like, whoever pitched it somehow thought that this would enhance or like provide like a positive different experience.
Yeah.
To me it just comes off as super corny and makes it, Japan's known for like doing corny shit, weird shit,
Oh
campy
yeah.
shit, right? And they could do it okay and
Yeah.
sometimes really well and people latch onto it. This is not one of those things to me. It's just corny in the most cheesiest way possible. Like I could do this shit. I could do
Oh
what he's
yeah.
doing right now. Yo, yeah. Oh,
Oh yeah.
shoot, shoot,
Honey.
shoot, cream.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Ugh.
I bet he did this in one take. That's what it sounds like.
Probably.
Cause he ran out of shit to say. It's like, oh yeah, like there's 20 oh yeahs in this song.
Oh yeah.
It happens way too
Oh
often.
yeah.
His
Yeah.
presence is way too much. Just happens way too much.
I this is actually on like the main CD only
Right.
version.
It's like a B-side, right? I'm assuming.
It's like the fourth track.
Yeah.
I would not buy that because of that song.
You would boycott it.
I would rather go buy the CD Blu-ray version, which does not include that song.
There you go. You'll spend more money. That's what they're doing actually, is to get you to hate this song so you'll buy the more expensive version, right?
Gladly.
They're upselling you basically.
Gladly.
Take my money to not give me the song. Thanks.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Gladly.
it's just like this is the kind of dumb shit that I would come up with to do because I come up with really dumb ideas and do them, right?
But
It's
then you'd realize after listening to it just how stupid it is and
right.
delete it.
Right. This is like the shit I would do if I was in high school and I listened to, Sasaki Ayaka and I liked her a lot and I wanted to do a hype track over it. This is what it would sound like.
Yeah. But you never release it to anybody.
Oh, I might because I'm really dumb like that. But so yeah, I don't see how this enhances the song in any way, shape, or form.
No. No, it doesn't.
Cream, come on. Fucking, it's ridiculous.
Cream, yes, cream.
Oh yeah, DJ
Oh.
Cool. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, rock on. Fucking so bad. All right, you wanna let's just rate this?
30.
Okay.
The video gets like the video is like an 80 compared to the song.
Yeah, there's like this weird like
but I don't like all the overlays on the
Yeah, the
videos.
shapes like blowing up my face. That's like seizure inducing. That's
Yeah.
rough, man. I just watched that and my eyes were just flickering, like blinking.
Yep.
So,
Yep. So yeah,
I'll
the PV would get like a 70 because of all of that.
well, it's yeah, 70 only because of Sasaki Ayaka, right? It's
Yeah,
for no other reason.
pretty much.
Yeah. I'll just give the same score as you because fucking fuck this. Like 70 PV, 30 song. It's who thought this was a good idea to give the song to DJ Cool so he can yeah, oh yeah, come on, shoot cream, oh come on, like fuck that,
Yeah, no.
it's fucking dumb.
Yeah, her other solo single is the last one where she goes, "Hello, I'm ID." That's the new song.
Hi, Aring, oh yeah, come on.
Yeah, and I think that's actually a Hadine song, I
Yeah.
believe.
Well, DJ Cool had to insert himself and make this. So,
Yeah, shoes cream. Yep.
yep, that's Sasuke
Mhm.
Ayaka, and that was the Audio and Ultra remix 2017 by DJ Cool.
And who came up with the freaking titles for her solo single?
Uh,
My Cherry Pie and My Hamburger Boy.
it's a 50s diner themed, okay?
Oh,
All right, so one weird to another weird. This is P.IDL Nagoya. Song's called "Hey Afro, Mr. Afro Man." Oh yeah, come on.
Afro men, not
Yeah,
man. Men.
men, yes, because there's multiple Afro men.
Yes. Who are not men at all.
No, they're girls.
No, okay, this is cheesy, but it's
Yes,
better than the other one.
yes, I agree
At least
with
I
you.
can laugh at this.
Right, this is absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane that this exists. And the members of P.IDL Nagoya are some sort of common rider things where they transform into superheroes, but instead of like a bug insect superhero in
Or
cool
Power
armor,
Rangers.
they're basically afro wearing basketball players with skirts.
Yeah. And there's one blonde. Only one.
And she's dead in the beginning. She falls down a ledge and she's dead. So,
Yeah, she's the first one shot in the head.
yeah.
Off the cliff.
Why are they wearing basketball jerseys? Because they are sponsoring the Cyan Neo Phoenix team of the B League, which is why you see random shots of a player and a
Okay.
coach
Yeah.
singing the songs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, okay. That's a team I've never heard of, so
yeah, I mean the B League is technically the top league of Japan, but that doesn't really say much because
really?
yes, it is. Because no one gives a shit about Japanese basketball. It is not one of their
So
sporting strong suits.
so what about the other teams that have been supported over the years?
Well, I don't. I'm sure they have been, but I don't know by.
Well, Morning Musume did one.
Well, it's
Or
baseball,
how
right?
Okay, yeah, okay.
It wasn't basketball.
Right, yeah.
People
Okay.
actually care about basketball in Japan. I mean,
Right,
baseball.
okay. Right.
Basketball, not so much.
You're right. Yeah, I'm getting totally confused by that.
Also, Japan's actually good at baseball. While basketball, your center position can't be 185 centimeters tall. So unfortunately, it's not a strong suit
Or
for
160.
Japan. Yeah, you can't be 5'10" and be a basketball player. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
or it's very difficult.
Unless you
Well,
got
in
like
Japan,
real hogs.
yes, yeah. I mean, in Japan you can be, but that's not going to cut it around the world
You're
because
not going to get into the Olympics with that team.
hell no.
Well,
You'll
you
get
might, but you'll never win.
Yeah, you're getting knocked out in the first round. There's no way. You're competing against dudes that are 6'3", 6'4" average,
And
and
have anywhere from like 40 to 100 pounds on you.
yeah, and if you're playing against America, their average height is like 6'6", 6'7". So good luck
Yeah.
with that, Japan, with your average height of 6'2" for a basketball team.
Yeah.
So, this PV is insane in that not only is it like super campy and cheesy, but there's like no actual ending. It's
Yeah.
like an open-ended ending, which
Yeah.
is baffling.
It's hilarious because it's like to be continued.
Yeah, it's the girl who okay, so the story is that a girl gets kidnapped by an evil villain, which also probably are members of the group,
Probably.
and so as the last hope of the Afro men reach the hostage girl's like, "Hey, grab that fish stick out of my pants or my jacket." Right? She grabs the fish stick as if it was supposed to help the situation, but nothing happens. And then the
Yeah.
PV basically ends saying, "Well, the Afro men will go and help." Like what? And to be continued. I don't fucking understand. The villain gets away with the hostage
I love.
after the fish stick is discovered in the
Yeah.
pocket of the hostage, which makes no sense. I don't know what the fish stick is supposed to mean anything.
I love how the one girl really just takes a bite out of it, the other one fakes it.
I don't fucking get it, man.
The one girl like rips a good chunk out of it. The other one just like, no, I fakes it.
This
Oh, that's hilarious.
this thing is insane.
Oh,
Just
but
insane.
well, my question is why Afro?
I I don't know. Maybe like the producer was like, okay, we need to do a tie-in song with basketball, and you know what was really popular, with basketball players like 30 years ago? Afros. Which like basically no basketball players wear afros these days, so it's kind of stupid. So I think it's a little bit of racial stereotyping there on the part of them saying, "Oh, basketball players have afros."
Okay.
But that's a Japanese thing. They never mean any harm, people. They might be racial profiling, stereotyping, but they never mean any harm. They
Yeah.
don't mean to offend. It's just they're ignorant, okay? They're just not cultured in other things outside
But
of Japan.
but if they're supporting a Japanese team, I don't know.
Well, I mean, I looked at the roster. It looks like they have a couple of American players, and one of them I know for a fact is a black man. So, and he definitely doesn't have an afro. His name's Robert Dozier. He played in the NBA for a couple of years, but I don't know about the rest of the team.
Hmm. Okay.
So, no one on their basketball team has an afro, from what I understand, but they still wear afros because basketball players have afros.
Yeah, yeah. Basketball players have blonde afros.
Yes, apparently.
I mean, I can pull it off, but I don't play basketball.
You don't have to play basketball. You could just have an afro because you feel like it.
No.
So this PV is like sort of reminiscent of stuff that Ninja no Conquistador does. It's just really dumb, goofy, and insane and stupid. So if you really like dumb, goofy shit, I think this is totally up your alley.
Oh yeah, I enjoyed the video just because it's stupid.
Yeah, it's insanely stupid. And you know what helps? It
The song's
helps.
pretty good.
The song's pretty fucking good. It's like actually pretty fucking catchy. Like
Yeah.
surprisingly catchy. Because I had no. Maybe it's because I had no expectations going into this because. The title gave it away, like, oh god, this is gonna be really stupid, isn't it?
Yeah.
The visuals obviously made sense, like, it's really stupid, Afro men, whatever, right? It's really dumb. Then I had no expectations for the song. I thought it was gonna be really dumb and stupid and shitty. I was pleasantly surprised that it's not.
I mean, it might be really dumb, but
Yeah, sure.
it's still really well done,
It's really well done. Instrumentals are, like, good, like, disco.
which makes sense.
Yeah. And the song's, like, fucking catchy as shit. Like,
My hero.
it's way too catchy. Like, Mr. Afro. Like, it's
Yeah, I don't think they actually say the title in the song. I don't think they actually say Afro Man or
No, they
Afro
just say
Man
hey. They just say hey, Mr. Afro.
and Afro.
Yeah, in Afro. Yeah, chanting.
I like the fact that they pulled in like the other PIDL groups.
Right, the main PIDL.
Is it the main or is it just more of the sub
Maybe
units
I don't know. Like the
or
main
all of them?
PIDL, I haven't seen anything from them recently, so
Yeah.
I have no idea what they're doing. But I've seen way more stuff by P.IDL Nagoya than the actual PIDL, so I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, probably. Which is kind of
God.
sad.
Yeah. So yeah, this song is just a really catchy disco song. It's dumb and goofy, like you said. I agree, but it's catchy as shit. Like way catchier than it should have been, and it needs to be.
Yeah. Yup.
Fuck.
Yeah. I enjoyed this.
Yeah.
I think the weakest part was when they actually spelled out Afro.
Right. I mean, they ran out of ideas probably at that point.
Yeah, I think so. But it works.
Yeah. It matches the PV.
Yeah.
God, so dumb.
I miss stuff like this.
Yeah, we need more stuff like this for sure. But it needs to be done well, like this. Like
Yeah.
this isn't really like done well. It's more like they knew what they were getting themselves into.
Yeah.
They knew this is gonna be super dumb, so make sure you play it off as super dumb and not like serious.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean, they definitely had to do it right.
yeah, it's pretty fucking good.
Which is like really kind of an odd thing to say. They had to do it right to make it stupid.
Yeah, it's like it's a really fine line of doing something really dumb and pointless and doing something that's really dumb and pointless in a good way and a bad way. There's just like this really
Yeah.
thin line.
Yeah. Really thin. This is like this is a better version of superhero from Diana Sweet.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
I think Diana Sweet should have gone the stupid route with the PV,
Right.
and
But
they
it was too
didn't.
serious.
Yeah.
Like the comic book panels were really well done, but everything around it, like how serious they took it and I don't know
Yeah.
how they're trying to be like, tee hee, we're cute idols, ha ha ha, kind of thing. That's
We're
what probably
teasing cute
ruined it.
idols that can sort of kick ass.
Yeah, that's probably what ruined it. And this
Yeah.
song is way better and way catchier and way dumber.
Well, and I think that's also part of it, though. I think they didn't take the song too seriously,
Yeah,
where
that's
superhero was.
yeah. They took it like a serious superhero song.
Yeah.
Like, oh, my knight in shining armor is my superhero kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
it's this is good fun. If you can turn your brain off and just enjoy it, this is really fun.
Yep.
All right, anything else?
No.
Rate it.
No. I mean, I can honestly keep listening to that.
Yeah, the song's awesome. It's really good.
Normally by the time we get to the end of it, I'm like, yeah, I'm done. All right. But no, this one I could keep listening to. I'm going to give the song like a 80. I really like the song. The PV, I'll give it a 76. I don't think it has a whole lot of replay value,
No.
but for what it is and what they wanted to accomplish with it, it's done well.
Yeah. It's pretty fucking good. I'll give the PV a 78. It's like 78 in like the first couple watches, after a couple watches it's probably not a 78, but the shitty acting, them pretending to be passed out while smiling, it's so like not like terrible or bad, but like just fucking sort of like they didn't really understand what they were doing exactly at the same time. It's
It's
just
like watching old Batman.
like the Adam West Batman.
Yeah, from like the 50s or whatever it was,
Right.
60s.
Yeah, it's just super corny and cheesy.
Yeah.
If you can
Combined with
just,
Common Rider.
yeah, if you can just enjoy it for what it is, it's pretty fucking good. Song, I'm gonna give an 83. I think it's really catchy. It might not age well,
Mm.
but I think for the time being, I enjoy it a lot. It's catchy as shit, good disco beat, and it matches perfectly with the PV. So that's P.IDL Nagoya. Hey, Mr. Afro Man, come on, yeah, Auden, come on, shoe cream. Not so shoe cream is PASSPO. Stand up, girls. Daiichi wa Dama Dama Kaiju ni Goyojin. So,
What?
yeah, so this song is apparently episode 1 of a superhero comic, and the members are superheroes called Stand Up Girls.
Okay.
So, apparently, this is episode 1.
Okay, so
Uh,
this is the introduction episode.
yeah, I guess so, because they don't actually
Do anything?
do. Yeah, they don't really do much. Like there's like a fight scene in the panels, like it's like a comic book themed like PV.
Yeah.
So there's a couple shots of them in actual comic book panels, but for the most part it's like a white background room with frames and panels that are empty except for them.
At least they actually took the time to build the set rather than doing it with CG.
Right, and I think the cool thing is that around the edges of the panels, the members get disconnected, like it's green screened out or something. You see how
That's
like
just
their torsos are cut off and stuff, so they
it's
only
just
exist
white.
inside the comic books or something.
It's just like white. There's white paneling between the colors,
Right. So the members don't
so
like
you
come
can't
out of
see
the
through it.
books.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. They're cut off completely. So I thought that was an interesting touch. I don't know if I like it.
Yeah, I don't know if I like it because like the top and bottom panels, their waist is cut out.
Right. It's kind of an awkward place to cut.
Yeah.
You lose the shape of the members, you lose a lot of the movement, so it's kind of
Yeah.
not great.
Yep.
I think it's a bad choice for a dance shot part.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah. Yeah, and you know, they have parts where they get completely sucked into the comics and they fight this monster dude.
Yep. There's
And
barfing flame on them.
right, I guess that might be the Dame Dame Kaiju, I guess.
I guess.
So,
Um, I don't know. I don't. This doesn't really do it for me.
nah, it's like a it's like an enhanced version of the superhero PV that we just talked about by Deanna Sweets. And I also think this is like, especially the scene where they're fighting the monster. It's like a shitty version of the Wasta PV, the debut one, the Ultra Miracle
Yeah.
PV. It's like a shitty version of that. I think that PV did shitty fighting against 2D drawn monsters like well as they
Yeah.
could. This
Yeah.
not great because basically they lose and then they take out their, I'm assuming, official merchandise goods, their wands, light sticks in
Yeah.
shape of stars, because PASSPO's their logo is like a star at the end or whatever, or they used to have it. Oh, they still do have it. Looks like.
Yeah.
Um, so it's the star light, and they put it together in the middle, and then they shoot the monster with a ball
Really,
thing.
really shitty CGI.
Yeah, so I think Ultra Miracle did a
Yeah.
similar kind of PV in a way, way better way.
Yeah. No, I agree. This just I don't know. And I don't. I understand why with the whole episode one thing they did it, but I don't think we need to introduce to the Passport girls again.
Right, right. They've been around for 7 years. We know them already. They haven't added any new members ever.
Well, I still don't know their names, but that's because I don't
Yeah,
care.
right. You're not into PASSPO. Like I've known their names for 7 years, basically. Like I don't need to. The
But
thing
how?
is, unfortunately for PASSPO, they're not a kind of group that's gonna gain new fans. They already have
Yeah,
their fans, and they're not gonna get any bigger than what they are right now. That's just an unfortunate fact about idols is that if you've been around long enough and you're not reaching or growing at some point, you're done.
yeah.
Because
It,
the
it would.
idols just get older and they just disband at some point. And PASSPO is one
Yeah,
of them.
yeah. It would take something really, really spectacular for them to actually gain more fans.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening anytime soon, ever or ever. I don't.
Probably
I
not.
would bet money that they won't get any bigger than this. And
Unless they do like a full like conversion to a band and drop the whole idol image.
yeah, but I think
Then they might, but they're gonna have to start all over again.
and they're far behind all the other bands who play instruments. They're way better
Yeah,
at playing instruments because they've done it way longer. These
yeah,
girls kind of do it on the side, basically.
yeah. I would say Momoko's probably better as a band than they are
Yeah, could be.
because Momoko's actually like seriously pushing the whole uh playing their own instruments now.
Yeah.
At least to a certain extent.
It's not really
I,
conducive to their music like PASSPO is, though.
yeah, but I think Momoko does it more now than does.
Yeah,
Like,
but their
well,
music isn't really meant for like acoustic instruments, though.
well, no,
That's
that's true.
that Momoko's music is basically put that CD in the fucking CD player and let the karaoke track play. PASSPO,
Mm,
their instruments have always been actual instruments rather than synth sounds from a keyboard.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. All the concerts do have a live band performing, so
Yeah, and I think it's as cool as that is. It doesn't have the same punch as the instrumentals that like Yadine wrote. That's
hmm,
I think it
yeah,
always lacks a punch. I also think that Japanese instrumentals sound like shit. So that's just my shitty
yeah.
opinion on that. I think live recording of Japanese instruments is terrible. I don't like the way they make their drums sound specifically. I've never liked it. Like I'll watch like a TGS concert and I'm like, those drums sound like shit, dog. What are you doing?
I was watching a one of the Hit Like a Girl contestants,
Mm-hmm.
Kanade Sato. She won like last year or the year before.
Uh huh.
And she plays drums, and she also does like demos of various drum sets.
Uh huh.
Oh my god, some of the drum sets she demos are horrific.
Yeah.
They sound so cheap and hollow.
Yeah.
She's like, ooh, God, I hope you don't actually play those.
It's also the way they record their instruments too. It just sounds shitty.
Yeah,
So, anything else on this? Well, we didn't talk about the song really. It sounds like a classic ass PASSPO song, but
yeah, it's boring. It
yeah, it's
doesn't.
not really good. It's fine. Like I hear it and go, yeah, that's a PASSPO ass PASSPO song, but I'm not excited by it.
Yeah, no, I got nothing on this song. It's like no, I,
Like the stuff they released 2 years ago, a year ago, way better.
if you say so.
I would say so. Like the last couple things that I liked by PASSPO's like Mr. Wednesday and Bachelorette. Well, what an eye! I'll take those songs easily over this one. Not even close.
The Christmas song they did.
Those sucked. I did not like those.
I like the one with the TV.
I
That was
Did
like
you like the
a
PV or the song?
um. The song wasn't bad.
I didn't like either of those. It was like a double A side. It's
Yeah,
double or triple A side, and we saw two PVs of it. And I
yeah. The one
thought the
where
songs weren't great.
they're watching the TV, I believe it was.
Yeah, and then there was like the pervy like dude that was hitting on like his girlfriend's sister and stuff. Yeah, I remember. And then Masumio was a baby.
Uh, I don't. Yeah, I guess it was that one because the other one was on the stage, huh?
It was a dance shop PV,
Yeah.
basically.
Gimme action.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
like those. Anything else on this?
No.
Rate it.
I'm gonna give the. I'll give the PV a 60. They tried. I guess if they're trying to do like a series, I hope they get better at it. The song, I'll give it a 62. It doesn't do it for me.
PV, I'll give a 67. Uh, I think this PV looks super budgety in a not usually PASSPO kind of way. Well, I guess Playground didn't look all that great. I forgot to mention Playground. That's a great song from earlier this year. Um, their PV's budget has been getting lower and lower, and I think this PV kind of shows it. I think the budget went straight to like all the animation and green screen work, but like the white background looks fucking lazy and uninteresting, and that's like 70% of the PV, so that's kind of
Yep.
lame. Song 71, it's even a below average PASSPO song is a okay song with some sort of redeeming quality because to me they have a good sound producer. It's usually the same guy or lady. I don't know who it is. It's like Penne and I forgot their nickname, but it's like Penne and something. But they always write PASSPO stuff, so this one is also written by him or her. So yeah, even like a below average one is fine. It gets the job done. It sounds like PASSPO. They maintain their identity, but not all that catchy for me. So
Oh yeah, one other thing, the credits take
yeah,
up a huge amount of screen time.
yeah. So the credits they just add like random shit. Like oh, this person uploads stuff to Instagram, and it's like a member. It's like Fujimoto Yukimi is the Instagram account person. You know, just like random dumb shit. One person who's credited it's Tamai Anna, and her credit was to love. Like that's like some sort of position to hold, but it was in the PV. It's
Okay,
just they're trying to be funny.
but they did it at the beginning and the end,
Yeah, they did it through the entire PV. You see it through the entire thing.
but only during the dance shots.
Yeah,
And it takes up a massive amount of screen time and
yeah. I mean,
space.
this PV is it doesn't make sense. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's PASSPO. Stand up, girls. Daiichi wa Dame Dame Kaiju ni go Yojin. Yeah, that's all the PVs we're going to talk about for this week. But before we end the show, we're going to pick the MVPV of the night. I think there's only one answer here, right?
Yeah.
At least for you. I think you were very
Yeah.
down on everything basically tonight, except for the one thing that you were into.
I might go with Yohani as well, but yeah, I think for
No, you
me,
gave Yoani like 60s.
I give everybody at 60s.
Yeah, except for P.IDL. Why would you even come close to giving it to Yoani?
Well, they'd be like second.
Well, they would be second, but a very distant second.
But yeah, no, number one would definitely be P.IDL.
So yeah, my number one is definitely P.IDL too, but I think my number two would have been Oyasumi Hologram. I think that song is dope. So, all right, P.L.D.L. Nagoya. Hey, Mr. Afro Man, come on, Audin. Yeah, shoo cream wins the MVPV of the week for September 2nd, 2017. So that's the end of the show. But before we end the show, I want to plug a couple of things. NSK.com is where you check for all of our stuff. Articles, videos, podcasts. It's all there. You can follow me on Twitter at Yoshirect and Draco at Draco60. New School Kaidan at New School Kaidan. We stream live on Twitch or on YouTube at twitch.tv/New School Kaidan or youtube.com/New School Kaidan. Saturday nights around 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So, yeah, just follow our social media accounts and you'll be up to date on all of that. And anything else, my friend?
No, that's it.
All right, man. So we will see you Afro Man next week. Shoo cream. Good night.
Later.
Come on.